glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for our main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lewis. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the Killer.
All right, fellas, you remember my instructions in the dressing room? Let's have a good, clean fight, all right?
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's two guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter, can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
Lewis's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Oh! He falls victim to that big hook. Lennox hurt there, and he's going to clinch.
And he needs to clinch long enough to stop those tunes that are singing in his head right now.
He went from almost being knocked out to being right back in it. Nice combination, throwing more than one, both scored there. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Once again to the head. What happened to the get to know ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant and we've already had 4 courses and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet, you got 8 more to go.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut.
Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts as a heavyweight champion.
Well, Americans want you to wear your heart out on your sleeve to a certain point. They like emotion. They love emotion. And Lewis doesn't show that kind of passion. He's very contained, very cerebral, but he knows how to get results where it counts, in the ring.
Nice block by Lewis. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Excellent counterpunch by Lewis. Of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He missed that uppercut. Lands the counter. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand.
Teddy, it seems throughout the career of Lennox Lewis that the American fight fan never totally got behind him because to them, he didn't act the way a heavyweight champion usually acts.
No, well, he didn't put his heart out on his sleeve. He was a little too cerebral, maybe a little too emotionless. You know, Americans, we love emotion. But if you love results, you have to like Lewis.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him.
Sort of like a loaded gun, that straight punch there, Teddy. You can see him lining it up and then just releasing and hitting that trigger.
Yeah, you're right. A loaded gun with a nice long barrel that makes sure that the bullet, in this case the punch, goes nice and accurate, straight ahead.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. And a well-placed counter by Lewis.
Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecard, but you can just see the style of fight that this is, Ben. He's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good defensive skill. And round number 3 is underway. Good block by Lennix. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Very accurate work. 3-punch combination serves him well. Blocks that punch. Nothing there on the punch by Lewis.
Teddy, why is it in boxing that there are so many distinct styles that are defined by geography or culture or ethnicity, where we have a Mexican-styled fighter, an Eastern European, upright fighter, an American-styled fighter? Why is that?
Because you are influenced by your surroundings, by the temperament of the people in your surroundings. Aggressive people, aggressive style. Very thoughtful people, people that are very cerebral, well, you're going to have a defensive style. You're going to have a very careful style. It's going to fit right in.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Well-placed counter punch by Lewis. Lewis's strategy has been to control things on the outside. And the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Lands the counter. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Lennox blocks a punch. Nice combination by Lewis. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Able to cover up that gut. Good way to protect the midsection. Good block. And now another left. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Lennox Lewis possesses what any great heavyweight champion should possess, and that's the ability to get rid of somebody, and for him, it comes with the right hand.
Yeah, and for him, it's set up by the jab. He understands that having that power is only part of the equation. You have to get it to the target. That jab is his laser beam.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Keep your head moving.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Good counter punch. Nice strike after catching one by Lennox Lewis. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Well, this is exactly where Lennox Lewis wants to be, just doing a really nice job on the outside. Well, if ever you wanted to explain to somebody the benefits of distance while fighting, this is a perfect example by what we're seeing out of him on the outside.
Well, you know, so many times I see tall guys, and what the heck's the sense of being tall if you don't know how to fight tall? He knows how.
Every gym's got one of those double-ended bags, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Lewis. now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. The killer's cut around his eye, and you know his corner's got to get to work on that as soon as they get back. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
A headshot blocked. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy, when you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Trading shots. Lewis is doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
From both men, they each got a shot in. Oh, and there you go. Down he goes. Uppercut did the damage.
Jab, use the jab.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Lewis is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Lewis has got to deal with a cut now above his eye. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Able to counter that attack. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Lennix able to block that punch. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Good looking counterpunch.
You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. He's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them will watch them. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing one or two at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
Good return fire that time. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Леннокс Lewis staying well out of range of danger from his opponent and scoring on his own. Nice job on the outside. The Killers now got to deal with swelling. There it is! The Killers in bad shape. And he catches a lucky break. Saved by the bell here at the end of the round, Teddy.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, you know, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
Oh, this is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Going for the kill here. You can tell he wants to end this fight right now. Should he be a little more patient?
Yeah, exactly, Joe. You know, because this is a spot where you can get to the guy, but you can get a little reckless, and all of a sudden the guy can catch you, turn it around a little bit. Don't get carried away. Set up the shots.
Devastating blow by Lewis. Damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. There's the headshot, but he goes down, and there is still plenty of time remaining in this round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This fight is over. The Lions gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Леннокс Lewis.
Леннokс Lewis is your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.